So this is our basic work. We're still working with just light rein contact, steady rein contact, no half halts, and the only adjustments that I'm making is inside leg. So he's being turned on one rein to the other with just inside leg, and I'm exaggerating the bend. All the beginning work, we have to exaggerate all the movements. This is not riding a test. This is all just a basic development of the horse. This is a horse that had only known how to brace, so the only way to teach him where to find the softness is to let him find it. So we use the inside leg to get him to lift his ribs up, step under himself, which you can see right nicely there. You can see his inside leg stepping under him quite nicely. And then we change the rein, and you can see the now opposite inside leg coming under him to take his weight. And as he comes into the contact himself, he finds where it's soft. So you'll see as I put the leg on, you see there he has an exaggerated inside bend, and then his head comes down and comes soft. So every time he gets his head up, I put my heel into him and I ask him to lift his ribs, and then he becomes soft. So that's all we're doing here with the figure 8 exercises, is just again working on the softness, getting him to pick up his ribs, getting him to move his shoulders out, and then getting him to soften into the contact. That's why we're not using any half halts. We stopped using that because he was bracing against me and bumping against me and reaching down and pushing against my hand. Again, because he was wanting to brace, and he was trying to get me to take up more contact with him, which he used to be familiar with. So this is all the inside leg. I'm not using the reins to turn him. I'm just keeping the reins steady. And again, I'm just changing the inside bend from the left inside bend, and then going around the circle, and then going to the right inside bend on the opposite side of the figure 8. I go down the rail a little bit, you'll see in a little bit here, to try to keep him soft, and go down the rail, and then he lifts his head and I have to turn him again to the inside. You can see here as we get further into the work, he starts to maintain his proper frame. That's all on his own. He's just learning where to seek the contact and where it's soft, what's easiest. Here I go down the rail. He starts to pick his head up. You see his head comes up right there, and I immediately put my inside heel into him, just at the girth, and I bring him back around, and he brings his head down and softens. So anytime he throws his head up and he tries to get bracy against me, or he pushes against my hand trying to shove down, I go ahead and I put inside leg on him, and I exaggerate the turn, and that you can see there brings him back nicely into frame. And I'm not doing anything with my hands other than just maintaining the rein contact. That's all him learning to soften on his own. And because of his history with bracing, this is the way we have to do it. You'll see some videos that Tosh does doing some different type of exercises. She's got one she did last week with the horse basically doing a shoulder in through the circle, and this is just another way to do it. It's the same sort of concept. We're getting him to lift his ribs, and we're just teaching him where to find the contact. And then if he braces or bumps, he just gets more inside leg, more exaggerated bend, and then he has no choice. He has to pick up his ribs, and in order to do that, he has to bring his head down and soften. And here we go down the rail again. He stays softer this time. He started to go up, and then I brought him back around because he was starting to get a little bracy. So anytime he gets his head up and tries to get bracy, you'll see I'll turn. Otherwise, if he goes along nicely, then I don't need to keep my heel on him. I just let him go along nicely and stay in frame. And you can see here he's holding himself quite nicely into the frame, and I'm not having to put inside leg on him at all. So we go back down the rail again. And we're going to turn up the center line, and I'm going to do a halt. So that's what I was attempting to do the previous time. Looks like I got him come around here one more time. And then the last piece is I'm going to come up the center line and halt. So anyway, that's some insight into what's going on here. Enjoy!